Alrighty guys, welcome to tooltek.md. In this video I'm going to show you how to diagnose, test, and replace the starter solenoid in a riding lawnmower. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright folks, sorry about that. Camera died. So, as you can see we have our positive connected and we went down here towards the frame to ground it. Alright. So when we turn the key over, you can hear the solenoid clicking, which indicates that that's most likely the culprit here. So the best way to test that, turn the pack off here. We'll come down here around the lawnmower. We'll grab a wrench. The solenoid's going to be right back in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there. So we'll grab a wrench, we'll put it between those two posts. We'll put a wrench right between these two posts here. Make sure that there's a good connection. So then we'll come back over here. We'll turn the pack on and see if the starter turns over. As you can hear, it wants to. My package is junk. Alright. Alrighty, so we heard the starter engaged, so we know now, most likely, that's going to be the main culprit, that solenoid. So we'll go ahead and replace it, but real quick, I just want to show you guys, if you don't feel like replacing it, this is what I've been doing. You can ground out the pack, and there's a way to completely bypass the solenoid. You can do it that way, put a wrench in between the posts and start it that way. Or, my pack is dead, so it's not going to do it, but I'll show you how to do it. So we'll get a good ground, bring our pack over here, and all we're going to do, turn the ignition on to the on position, the run position, turn the pack on, and all we're going to do here is the starter. We're just going to touch our positive right to the starter, and as you can see it would turn it over. But my pack is junk. So that's how you could bypass that. We'll go ahead and get on with replacing it. Alrighty guys, so the first thing that we notice is that it's pretty far back in there. To get a wrench and a socket in there, might be a little bit of a pain in the neck. So what you're going to want to look for is really any entryways into that space. And what I found here was a convenient door held in by two Phillips head screws. So we'll go ahead and remove that. I'm not sure how I can set this up here. We'll remove those. As you can see, there's our solenoid right there. So that should be easy. Now do go ahead and take pictures of how the wires are routed. This way you know what goes where. The replacement solenoid I have is a universal one from the Home Depot. I picked it up for about 12 bucks. So we'll see. It says it should fit with most tractors, so we'll see if it fits. So we'll go ahead and start getting this removed. Ready guys, so first things first, we're going to come in here. We'll get our wires disconnected from the terminals here. What I'm using is a ratchet socket here. So we'll go ahead and get these loosened up. Next we'll get the other one off. That's that steering column. There we go. Should be our. That's to our starter. This one is to our starter. All right. And this guy is our positive lead from our battery. Sure. This goes exactly how it was. This guy, oh boy. There we go. It was rusted fast. We got it. This got to be easy with that. Be gentle. Work it ever so slightly to avoid breaking the connector. So hopefully that should be good to go. Then last, we have our wire running from our ignition switch. Let's try to down unplug ever so gently as well. A little bit back and forth, and it'll come right off. All right. And that should be it for the wires. This is our fuse box back here. All right, so now it's all left. Now all we have to do is just unmount the solenoid, and we'll get the replacement one in there. Let's see here. For this, you might want an extension. Let's see, I had mine. I'm gonna put it. Just add one in my pocket. All right. So alrighty. So our mounting bolts, we have one on each side. It's gonna be 3/8 socket. So we'll come around here. We'll get this one first. Came right off. All right. Alrighty. We'll move the other one now. There with our fingers now. Got the rest of the way. Alright. So there, our ground's underneath of there. So we'll keep that in mind when we ground the new one. That is. Loosen this one up just a little bit more. There's our old solenoid. Here's the culprit, solenoid. Out with the old and in with the new. So here I grabbed from the Home Depot a universal solenoid. So this should work for us. That's going to be the ground, so we'll ground that out there. Alright, should be pretty easy. Alright, so looking back over here, all I did was I grounded the solenoid ground right to that post, and then I'm going to run it underneath where it mounts to the mower. And I'm also going to ground the ignition switch right to the same location. So that should work just fine. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get all these other wires out of the way. Let me put you back where I had you guys. Should be able to see, I hope. Alright, so we'll get the fuse box out of the way. Go ahead and stick this down. Get that right in there. Get our bolt started. Get our fuse box out of the way. Here with my other finger. Come around with our 3/8 and just get that bolt started. Just like that. Alright. Plug our orange wire back in here. This is for the ignition as well. Right position. Okay, get a good firm connection. Get our other bolt started. Very simple job, guys. Very simple. Nothing to it. Okay, we'll bring our 3/8 socket back around. Get that down. Finger tighten down. We'll snug it up with the ratchet after. All right. It's going to be the this is going to be to the starter. And right now, I don't have a battery in, so do make sure. Probably should have started with that, but do make sure that your battery is disconnected. So we'll go ahead and put this starter. Make sure you put our crown down. This is for that connector to sit on. Just like so. Yeah, grab one of our nuts. Get that down over there. All right. Put our crown on. It's going to be our lead. This is going to be to this fuse box. We'll put that under the lead from the battery. All right. So we'll get this other nut started. All right. Now we can go ahead and snug everything down. Start with the mounting bolts. So snug down good. All right, and this guy over here. So not to damage our connectors. Alright. And then all we have left to do is just tighten those top connectors and we're done. You definitely don't need an extension for that, so we'll get rid of that now. Gotta go too crazy over here. You don't want to break it. You don't want to break the post off. So just snug it down. Don't go too crazy. All right, should be good. And then, last but not least, our lead to the starter. We'll come around and do it this way. Make sure that none of your wires interfere with the others. You don't want too much tension on there. You just want them nice and snug. You don't want to over tighten them. Alright, that should be plenty. Alright. So there's what she looks like, good as new. Everything is connected properly, our grounds are all proper. Fuses in our fuse box, all the wires look good. So we'll go ahead and throw that door back on, hook up the battery and see if our problem's solved. Already got the battery all hooked back up. Solenoid's all wired up. Fuse is all good. Let's see if she fires up. So on this burner, we just gotta set the parking brake. Alright. Neutral. See if she fires up. Alright, there we are. Good to go. Gotta charge up the battery and woohoo. So that's how you replace the starter solenoid on a riding lawnmower. Very easy job. Really nothing to it at all. Go ahead and throw this door back on and good to go. Like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry about the camera situation. My tripod camera ran dead, so most of this was recorded with my cell phone, so I do apologize. But I wanted to make this video. Hopefully you guys were able to see how to do it. Like I said, very simple job, really nothing to it at all. And if you ever have a problem where your lawnmower won't start and it just clicks, check your battery first. Not the battery, it's most likely going to be that starter solenoid. I showed you how to test it. Take a wrench, put it between the two posts with jumper pack or your battery on. If your starter turns over, then 99% chance it's that solenoid going bad. So, I showed you how to bypass it, doing that, or grounding out your pack and jumping it directly to the starter if you don't want to do this. But like I said, $12 for the part at Home Depot. Well worth it. Alright? Thanks. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing.